Hi there, Speedway Tag here again with another game review. Another one from Button Shy Games, Feet on the Ground this time. This is about 3 or 4 years old. It was a limited edition, so it's a little bit hard to come by now. I believe the print and play is still available, so you can still have a go of this. It's the sequel to another Button Shy title called Ahead in the Clouds, also done by the same designer, Daniel Newman. That's a fantastic game as well. You are providing resources to keep a cloud city going, and in this one, in the sequel, Feet on the Ground, the theme is that the planet below the cloud city has been pretty much wasted and ravaged, and you have to bring it back together by getting the resources below ground utilized again, and to bring the planet back to life. And so you are working with your opponent in a way, making this game kind of interesting in that it's cooperative at first, but at the same time you are going against each other for points at the end. So there's a nice little contradiction in your plans there, where you have to cooperate but you also have to win. So what's happening here, like with Ahead in the Clouds, you are trying to fulfill contracts. They're over here, and the blue is water, the grey is stone, and the brown is hydrogen, and the green is oxygen. And so those are your contracts. Those 2 contracts available at the moment. We want the bottom one, we want 6 water, 4 stone, 3 hydrogen, 1 oxygen, and the one above it is 2 water, 5 stone, 5 hydrogen, and 2 oxygen. And this card will move up to reveal more contracts as the game progresses, as people start fulfilling the contracts. How do you fulfill the contracts? Well, in this one, it's a bit simpler than Ahead in the Clouds, but still very challenging. So each of us are dealt 3 cards, and the cards are basically, they're beautiful. They look great, they feel great, it's great quality. They've just got the resources on them. So there's my opponent's hand, and here's my hand, and the rest of the deck here will be not used for the round. So the middle area here will be where we are building our map of resources. And so what we're trying to do, we're trying to work together to fulfill these contracts, but at the same time, the person who doesn't fulfill the contract for the round will also get a benefit, which we'll see in a minute. And it's an interesting decision whether you go for the contracts or you go for the benefit that you get for not fulfilling a contract. So that's a really nice little push and pull where, you know, it's up to you whether which plan of action you want to take. So I might start by playing that card, let's say, to the map. I don't redraw. We're just using these 3 cards for each round. My opponent might go ahead and play this one, and you can play it vertical or horizontal, but you have to cover up 2 other exactly 2 resources. So he might play that. Anytime you like, you can reach for this wasteland card, which has no resources on it, but will just cover up 2 that you might want to cover up and stop your opponent from doing something perhaps. But I might come along now and maybe play this card, and I might do that with the map. You notice now in the map we've got 4 water resources. There's 4 stones. There's 2 hydrogens, and there's 2 oxygens. And so you keep track of that, because if you're getting, if the state of the map allows you to fulfill one of those 2 contracts available, well, then it's done, and you do that. You fulfill the contract. So at the moment, that top contract of 2 water, 5 stone, 5 hydrogen, and 2 oxygen, we're pretty close, because we've got the 2 oxygen, we've got 4 out of the 5 stone, and we've got the plenty of water. We just need a little bit more hydrogen. And for the second contract, we're definitely going to need a bit more water, because we've only got 4 there. So we keep playing, and let's say this person then plays something like this. Okay, so considering that that top contract over there, we do have 2 water, we've got 5 stone, we've got 5 hydrogen, and we've got 2 oxygen. So effectively, by that person playing this card, they have claimed, they've provided the resources needed in the map to claim that top contract, in which case they will take the counter for that contract, denoting that that contract has been fulfilled. We shift the card up 1 to reveal another contract that is now available. And this person who didn't fulfill the contract gets to put one of their cards aside. Now I've only got 1 left, so it's going to be this one. Put one of these cards aside as a reserve, and at that comes into play with end scoring, which we'll go over very quickly now. So in the end, let's say this person had fulfilled 3 of these contracts, and I've fulfilled maybe just the 1. But in terms of cards that have been put aside in reserve, this person might have these 2, and I might have those 2. The game ends when all the contracts have been taken, all the counters on this side, and then you'd go to scoring. The way you score with this game is very interesting. First of all, whoever's got the most contracts will score 1 point for each contract, and the other person will score nothing. So this person's got 3 contracts, I've got 1. They'll score 3 points, and I'll score nothing. So it's 3-0 so far. But then we also score those reserve cards that we put aside whenever we didn't win a contract. And this is where these other tokens down the bottom here comes, because whoever's got the most water in their reserved cards will take this token. Whoever's got the most stone in their reserved cards will take this one, and so on. For example, I've got 3 water in my reserve. This guy's got 2, so I'm going to get the water token. In terms of stone, this person's got 4. I've got 2. So this person will take this, and so on. And so the way the reserves is scored is whoever's got the most reserved tokens will score their tokens minus the other player's token. So I'm going to be 3 minus 1, so 2 points for me. So I've got 2 points. This guy's got 3 points because of the contract scoring. He wins. And so it's as simple as that. It really is a lovely little simple game. But as I said, the fun of it is really deciding whether you want to complete the contracts in the map in that stage of the game, or do you want to purposely not complete the contracts so that you start collecting more of these reserve cards and score that way. It's not always clear which one is going to be best, so it's kind of fun working that out as you go through the game. As I said, it's probably not as involved and intricate as Ahead in the Clouds, its predecessor, was, but it's still a very nice, neat, strategic game, especially when you're playing to this map in the middle, and you're kind of trying to work out what the other person is trying to do. Sometimes you might want to stop them fulfilling a contract. Sometimes you want to really race to the contract so that they don't get a reserve card, and so on. But this really feels thematic as well, sort of building this map, putting the resources together, bringing the planet back to life. So I really like this. I probably like Ahead in the Clouds a little bit better, but I still really, really like this game. I love its simplicity and its hidden depth. Like I said, it's quite difficult to get, so if you can get hold of a copy, good luck to you. But I do believe the print and play is still available. So that's Feet on the Ground. Thanks for watching.